Okay, here we are on the story Occupy Oakland General Strike. City prepares to be movement's epicenter. That means the middle. It's actually used that word usually for earthquakes, the middle center point of an earthquake. But they're using it here to talk about the demonstrations. I'm going to read a little bit and just talk about some of the grammar that's happening here and explain what it means too. Thousands of Wall Street protesters marched in the streets of Oakland and picketed banks on Wednesday as they geared up to disrupt operations at the nation's fifth busiest port. As means at the same time, and here it is a subordinator or an adverbial expression. So here, this is an adverb clause. The protests marked an escalation, that means going up, getting to be more, from previous demonstrations as they went beyond boisterous rallies at park encampments and took an aim at a major hub, means a center of commerce, the Port of Oakland. Organizers say they want to halt the flow of capital at the port. Okay, here you can see a subject, a verb, and then you've got a noun clause. That's the object of that verb. Okay. The union representing port workers, and here you can see this is an adjective phrase. You could use the adjective clause, the union that represents port workers, but here they're using the phrase with the gerund, said it cannot ask members to participate in the protests because of clauses in its contract, potentially minimizing disruptions. And here's another of those adjective phrases. It has a gerund here, and this adjective phrase is modifying that whole other part of the sentence, giving more explanation. Demonstrators, as well as city and business leaders, expressed optimism that the widely anticipated general strike would be a peaceful event for a city that became a rallying point last week after an Iraq War veteran was injured in clashes between protesters and police. Here you have after as a subordinator, and then you have this adverb clause. This as well as is a preposition, and this is a prepositional phrase. Embattled Oakland Mayor Jean Quan, who has been criticized for her handling of the protests. Here you have an adjective clause, and you can see this is a non-identifying adjective clause with commas, said in a statement that she supported the goals of the protest movement that began in New York City a month ago and spread to dozens of cities across the country. Here you have another adjective clause. Police Chief Howard Jordan and I are dedicated to respecting the right of every demonstrator to peacefully assemble, but it is our duty to prioritize public safety. That means to make public safety the most important thing. And here you've got a coordinating conjunction combining two complete sentences with a comma.